When it comes to immigrant rights, it's often a confusing topic to navigate, one that could potentially result in misinformation and even fraud. It's a complex issue, and here to break it down for us is Nelson Castillo. He's a lawyer who not only helps families and businesses with immigration matters, he's also volunteered countless hours to help nonprofit organizations in immigration clinics. He's going to tell us about some ways immigrants can protect their rights. Thank you so much for joining us, Nelson.
Thank you for having me.
All right, let's start off with some of the work that you do, especially when immigrants come to you and the rights that they don't maybe even know that they have. Tell us about some of those and how they can
To me, immigration law is very personal because I'm an immigrant myself. I was born in El Salvador. I came to the United States at the age of 11 because of my wonderful mother, who had worked as a housekeeper for many years, and the family sponsored her. And that's how I was able to come with my sister to the United States. I was very lucky to come to this country lawfully in a plane without any difficulties, but I also have families who had made the trip and entered the country legally. So I know firsthand with my family. Now I happen to be an attorney. I practice immigration law, and knowing the law and how incredibly complex it is, I feel a great responsibility to inform individuals such as myself many years ago that didn't know the process and help them navigate, help them understand what their rights and responsibilities are in the United States.
And what are some of those rights that they have that maybe they don't even know about?
Well, the most important thing is that they, even though, first of all, there are different types of immigrants. There are individuals who are here lawfully, who from the most educated individuals who come with specialized visas. Either they're here temporarily or they're here permanently working for an employer, to individuals who come with very little education skills, may have entered the country undocumented, and everything in between. A very complex area of law. However, even though you might be undocumented or documented, you have rights. And when you have obviously lawful status, a right to work here, to be paid certain types of wages, if that's the type of visa that you have, and other requirements. If you're undocumented, obviously you don't have the right to work because you don't have a lawful right to be employed. But even if you engage in unlawful employment, the law in various states protect you, workers' rights and many other things that are, of course, beyond this. But the important thing is that individuals strive, if they want to stay in the United States, to have the best immigration status that they can have. And that only comes through engaging in dialogue with individuals such as myself and nonprofits that have lawyers working for them that explain to them, get to know you really well, and then are able to tell you what you can or cannot do.
And what are some pitfalls that immigrants should avoid, especially when it comes to fraud, potentially?
There's a lot of unscrupulous individuals out there, unfortunately. You have to be very careful. People are looking for the American dream, and there's a lot of people that tell you, yeah, I can get you a green card, I can get you a work permit, give me X amount of money, just sign here. They don't give you any copies of any documents, they don't give you any receipts. And the next thing you know, you've been swindled, or worse, the people have filled out wrong information on your behalf that it really puts you in the eyes of immigration and eventually could lead you to some very difficult times up ahead and even be deported or even be prevented from having immigration benefits given to you because of something that you did incorrectly. So the most important thing is obviously, again, go to the right places. The right places are only individuals who are licensed to give you immigration advice, which are attorneys or accredited representatives. You can find those at nonprofits and also in the private sector. Don't be afraid to ask. Are you licensed? How much experience do you have? Don't go out hunting for an individual and just because of price. I know that price is very sensitive sometimes for individuals, and that's why thank God we have some nonprofits that are providing excellent work. And go there if you have the need, but don't take space from somebody else that might need that benefit, that service, because they're all different types of immigrants. Not everybody is destitute in the immigrant community. There's a lot of incredible immigrants out there doing some great things, earning some wonderful income and providing great benefits to their families and to our community.
And with some of the raids that have been happening recently across the country and even here in California, what are some issues that you see come to you from people maybe caught in those raids or have family members?
You know, to me, I've been in the trenches for many years now. To me, this is nothing new about detaining individuals, putting them through immigration processes, getting them deported, of course, winning cases. Everybody's very unique. So the very important thing that every immigrant should take responsibility is to know where they stand and by consulting with an immigration attorney and evaluating themselves to determine what I can do now. How can I prepare myself for the future? What are the worst case scenarios and the best case scenarios? I think information is incredibly important. Not everybody is deportable from the United States. Some are. There's a great diversity within the immigrant community. Most of the immigrants are wonderful people. There are, unfortunately, like any group, there's some bad apples that commit certain crimes and things of that nature. And obviously we have immigration laws, and also there's the criminal component to it. So the most important thing that I could tell an immigrant is obviously to me, it's a privilege to come to the United States. If you come to here, obviously do your best. Don't get into any difficulties. Even if you're undocumented, you need to pay your income taxes. You need to file your income taxes and go to your accountant. He'll teach you how to do your income taxes, even if you don't have a Social Security number to do it. Do everything by the book. And if you don't have all the knowledge, find the knowledge. And there's a lot of people out there that want to help you understand your rights and responsibilities.
All right, some very good tips. Thank you so much for coming on our show.
Thank you for having me.
And stay tuned. In our next segment, we're going to learn about the California Immigrant Youth Justice Alliance and how they're tackling immigration issues.